guard, gnome posted up, yay, keeping it chill. $1 million convo, still petty with the sense. Audience crackling like fire.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Monday, I don't know what date it is. The 14th, Monday the 14th. We're heading to work. I've got the truck in the shop that needs a wee bit of work. I say a wee bit, it's more than a wee bit. Got my breakfast burrito, and yeah, we're gonna have a good morning. I don't feel like I slept all that well last night. As I yawn, but I don't feel like I really slept all that well last night. But again, it's out of my control right now, and there's nothing I can do about it. So it is what it is, y'all. We hopefully we're gonna not hopefully we're gonna have a good day. No matter what, we're gonna have a good day. So yeah, got the truck at the shop. Gonna be working on that one today. Hopefully I don't have any side missions that boss wants me to get done. Hopefully I can just get in, do my work, come home. Not that I'm in that kind of mood, but it'd be nice if I could just come in, do my work, and then head home. So yeah. Other than that, nothing really going on. The stream from last night went really well. I'm super surprised that you guys. I'm not surprised. I'm grateful that you guys show out for my streams. It seems like no matter what I'm streaming, you guys show up, and I really do appreciate that. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I try to upload at least every day, 6 days a week, I think. We'll see how it goes. Probably just right now 5 days a week. But either way, I try to upload as much as possible to kind of keep the channel going. And yeah, so I'm going to eat my breakfast, and we'll definitely see you on the other side. We are at work. Went back and watched the vlog from yesterday, and I've noticed something. I talk about the same goddamn shit every day. I talk about what we're doing at work, what I'm gonna do, what I'm doing, what I'm eating. I do the same thing every single morning. And it's funny that I do that because of how much I don't like change. Where do I want to park? We'll just park here. Park next to the bridge line. But I talk about the same fucking thing every morning. I need to do something more exciting. Either that or just, I don't know. But I talk about what I'm going to do at work, what I'm doing at work, my breakfast burrito, like all of it. I talk about the same shit every morning. And I just realized that even this morning, I talked about the same stuff. So, yeah, I guess it is what it is. We're going to get inside. Oh, going to get inside, going to get changed out. And, then we'll just sit here. I thought about taking another spot. So, we're going to get inside. We're going to get changed out. We're going to get started for the day. We're going to keep a smile on our face all day. And yeah. So, yeah, I guess other than that, guys, we'll see you later. So this is part of my day that not a lot of people know about. So we do quite a bit of paperwork here to a certain extent. So for the federal inspections, we have to fill out what we call a PMI form, and in that PMI form is it's like a 250 point inspection. We're checking multiple components of the vehicle. We're checking everything from drive lines to axles to engine leaks to a bunch of different things. And right now I'm filling out this paperwork so that I know what components I have that I need to change, what components are wearing. You're checking your tires, you're checking your brakes, you're checking all your wearable items, and so yeah, there's a little bit of paperwork that we have to do in order to make the vehicle road legal again, yeah. So I'm going to fill out this paperwork. I'm going to make sure I get everything filled out properly so that when I hand it in, they can see right away what components were worn out, what components need work, and go from there. So right now I'm going to go back through and double check some things, and in doing so, we are going to we're going to notate everything that's wrong so that when it comes time to repairs, I can just hand it in and they can it's like the coolant leak. The drivers never wrote up the coolant leak. It doesn't appear to be a new leak. It appears to be a leak that's been around for a little bit, and well, because of that, we got to get it fixed. Can't just let it go with it still leaking, because it can cause what we call a road call. And the road calls count against us, the mechanics. So we got to make sure we get everything fixed right the first time, and that we don't have to worry about it again whenever it comes time to pull the truck back in for a campaign, for a recall, for an oil change, for a PMI, whatever. I'll know come next time that this truck's had a bit of repairs done to it, and that I can get everything completed in a timely manner. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going through, double checking everything. Then we're going to move on to some other things. Something I'm missing here, and I can't remember exactly what it is that I'm missing. Found it. Wow, that's not shaded. I figured. So everything on here you can kind of see is shaded. Shaded or not shaded. Shaded areas indicate items required in accordance to with 49 CFR 396 Federal Annual Vehicle Inspection, meaning everything that's shaded we have to repair. Everything that's not shaded can be repaired at a later date. But I like to, if I already have the truck in the shop, I can go ahead and get everything knocked out at the same time, and yeah, go from there. where it might differ from other people, from other mechanics. But for me, I tend to try to get everything repaired all at the same time so that I don't have to worry about it again. So we're gonna move on to other things, and anything past that, I'll see if I can record. So, alright, so I made a list of everything that's wrong with this truck. So it's only that much work, not a whole lot. We got both glad hand seals, both windshield wipers, right hand fog light, coolant leak, valve cover gasket. The AC system is leaking, which is causing the AC system to not really run all that well. Battery box cover, which is required by most states, and we have to make sure to put a battery box cover on there. 4 batteries. The center bearing. What a center bearing is most manufacturers, if you have a drive line that's over a certain length, it has to carry the weight of the drive line. So rather than being a single piece drive line, it's a 2-piece drive line, and the center bearing holds the middle of it. If it wears out, it actually starts moving up and down, which can cause some issues, cause driveline fatigue, stuff like that. Not a good idea. Front, rear axle, rear tandem, front axle brake pads. 5th wheel ground straps broke. Not much required to it, but we do have to fix it. And then the oil pan gasket. So that's everything I got to do on this truck. We're going to go ahead and get started on it. It's just after 12 noon. I got all my paperwork done. I got everything ready to go. And got some parts. I don't have all my parts, so I can go ahead and get started on some of these repairs and try to get this truck out by Wednesday probably. Kind of just depends on how long it takes me to do certain things. So, but we're gonna get started. There's no time like the present, so let's go. So I violated one of my cardinal sins yesterday. I had to leave out in a hurry. We don't have any overtime right now, so because of that, I had a trailer in the shop that I was working on, and it took up all my time at the end of the night. So one of my little cardinal sins here is putting my tools away. At the end of the night, tools get put away, they get cleaned, they get put away, and this is how I left my tools. I don't ever leave my tools that fucked up. So now I'm going to spend a couple minutes putting my tools away, and yeah, let's get it done. Remember how I said yesterday that the AC system was sucking? I could tell just by the temperature that was coming out of the vent without actually stabbing a thermometer in there and figuring out what the temp was. I knew already that it was bad. So this is how much refrigerant was. Supposed to be 3.5 pounds. That's what I put in these trucks. That's what I get the most, where I get the best temperature out of the vent is 3.5 pounds. So it's leaked out quite a bit. So we're sitting at lunch right now. Just got done eating my food. I got about another 35 minutes left of lunch. So got the AC machine doing its thing right now. It's under a vacuum test, under a leak test. So I'll know more if it's leaking or anything whenever I get done with lunch. I'll find out then. The line that I replaced went from the dryer to the condenser. That was the only spot that I saw that was leaking. It looks like it's already had an AC compressor put on it, and so I didn't put a compressor or a dryer on it. Both of them appeared to be new. They're not OEM. I know that they're definitely aftermarket. So when I get down from lunch, I'll double check the AC machine, get the system refilled, and get the AC working again. I've got a pretty cool tool that I can put in the dash, and it'll tell me what the ambient air is versus what the interior air is. So while you're running the air conditioner, you roll the windows up and everything, shut the doors, put the temp probe in the vent, and then you leave the other probe outside. And normally they want to see is it 30-degree drop? I think a 30-degree drop from ambient is within spec. If you get higher than that, that's fine. If you get lower than that, that's when you start looking at different things and seeing what may or may not be. I think it's 30-degree drop from ambient is the correct specification. So after that, we're going to pressurize the coolant system. We're going to see exactly where the coolant is going. I have a sneaking suspicion it's coming from the EGR cooler, and if it's coming from the EGR cooler, it's going to take me a little bit to change. They're not that big of a pain in the ass, but they're just kind of big and heavy, kind of awkward. So the way I'm going to tell is if I pressurize the system, fire it up, and if I have any steam or smoke coming out of the exhaust, I'll know that the EGR is faulty, causing coolant to go through the EGR system. That's one way to check, and especially if the pressure drops when you start the truck. So yeah, I got that. I got oil pan, gasket coming. I got a couple other things coming for that truck. I'm hoping that I can get a bulk of it done today, and then get into the other side of it tomorrow. I'd like to have it out of here by Tuesday or Wednesday. Just depends on when the parts show up. That seems to be my only issue here lately, is just waiting on parts. That's everybody's issue right now, is waiting on parts. So yeah, there's that. There's a little update for that, and yeah, I'm starting to get a little more comfortable in front of the camera. For whatever reason, I'm still a little nervous about YouTube. I don't know why. I'm comfortable on Twitch, but YouTube is a totally different beast, and so because of that, it's got me a little nervous. And I remember what it was like to start with nothing. I'm still learning how to do all the algorithm stuff, and that's like a whole thing there that I don't. It's a whole fucking can of worms. So the algorithm is definitely odd. You know, I've had one clip get almost 2,000 views, and then I've got one that just got one, and I think it's 10 times funnier than the one that got 1.7 thousand views. I don't know. So I'm gonna go learn. I'm gonna sit here and watch some videos on the algorithm and stuff like that, and see if I can figure out a way to help boost my channel a little bit. And I don't know if it's just me, if I'm just that boring that people aren't, you know, people aren't sticking around. If it's the content that I'm putting out that people aren't liking, I don't know. So it's definitely a learning curve coming from Twitch, and I gotta remember, I got to remember that everybody starts with zero. Everybody starts with zero, and everybody that's ever been on YouTube has been in the same position I've been. I just gotta learn. So I'll figure it out. We'll get this handled, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. So I got the truck running. I've got my temperature probe sitting in the dash right now. So we're putting out. So yeah, we're having more than a 30-degree drop from ambient temperature, which is good. We're at 46 degrees coming out of the vent, and it's 82 degrees outside. So yeah, that's a good running system. This tool is made by Power Probe. It's got a little probe that sits in the dash, and then the main unit that will tell us our temperature. Really cool tool. It's really nice to be able to put it in a dash, show somebody, look, this is what it's putting out, and you tell them what the spec is, you go from there. Alright, so we just got done with work. I put all my tools away today. I was a good boy. I didn't do anything. And no cardinal sins were performed today. So I got I got all my tools put up. I got everything. I'm in the middle of doing an exhaust brake adjustment, valve cover gasket replacement, and then I'll be doing, I forgot to remote start my truck. And I forgot to lock it, apparently. Cool. That's fun. So yeah, I just fucked my head up. Let's make sure My backup's in here. My backup pistol. Alright, so as I was saying, got all my work completed today. Got everything done as far as what I needed to today. Now tomorrow is a different story. I got to try to get this truck out of here tomorrow. I don't see why I couldn't, because all I got to do to it tomorrow is the oil pan gasket. Well, I got to finish the valve cover. I got to finish the exhaust brake adjustment, and out of those two, shouldn't take me too terribly long. I'm just about done with the exhaust brake adjustment, and then I've got a bunch of people walking around over here. All come on now. I got just about done with the exhaust brake adjustment. I got to put the valve cover gasket in. I'm letting it sit overnight, exposed, so that it kind of relaxes. It was kind of thrown into a bag all kind of haphazardly, so I got that to get done. I got valve cover, or I'm sorry, oil pan gasket. I got center bearing and some other stuff. I can't remember off the top of my head. What else was there? There's a few other things, but it was a good day. The day kind of flew by. I was busy for most of the day, so yeah, I'm gonna run some speed tests on the internet when I get home and see if the internet is up to speed enough to stream at least. And if it is, we're gonna stream. If not, we're still gonna stream, but it's gonna be another cigar stream. It's gonna be another sit out on the deck, cigar, and have a good time. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. I may have or may not have taken a little nap while on lunch today. It was good. It was a good nap. Trying to help get me caught up on my sleep a little bit, I guess. And yeah, it's just it's been a good day. I can't say that enough. So we're on our way home, just about there actually. And scoot over, motherfucker. Scoot over. Fucking rude people. What was I gonna say? Well, now I don't remember what I was gonna say. Fuck. I don't know if I would keep that in the vlog. I don't know. I don't know what I was going to say. The moment is gone. The moment is past. Yep. I don't remember what it was. Going through my mental Rolodex and shit, and I don't remember what it was. Yep, I don't know. So, yep, we're pulling up to the house right now. We'll see if Monkey runs out to me. If Monkey runs out, I'll let's see. Let's wait for these cars to get by. There he is. Dude's in his underwear. I want y'all to hear what he does every day when I get home. Monkey! 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 So the internet's pretty slow. So we're going to be doing IRL stream again. Going to be doing just chatting. hanging out, smoking another cigar, and just having a good time. So, yep, that's going to be in the vlog. It is what it is. So, it's out of my control. There's nothing I can do about it. No reason to be upset. So, yeah, we're fixing to fire it up. I got about 10 minutes, and then, yeah, I'll see you guys. Guys, thank you again for an awesome stream. I think we maxed out at like 31 people in there. We held them for a while. It didn't look like people were just coming in and leaving. But still, it was such an awesome stream. Guys, I can't thank you guys enough. I'm blown away. We gained 3 followers. We gained a couple of subscriptions today. Yeah, it's been a fucking good day. So thank you for putting a good a cherry on top for my night. And yeah, you guys are awesome.